guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We're back here at Dimmitt Chevrolet in Clearwater, Florida, and guess what? I have something that's been updated in a way for model year 2025. It's this vehicle right here. This is a 2025 Chevrolet Trax. This particular one is an LT, and the new touch for 2025, this is one of just two new colors called Marina Blue. But before we get into the smallest of Chevy's crossover SUVs, let's talk about what's going on here. So the Trax, we brought you the redesign for that first drive just last year, and here we are again at Dimmitt Chevrolet talking about this new color, Marina Blue, but still talking about this Trax because they really did a number on the redesign compared to the previous generation of the Trax. This really showcased the direction of the styling and the technology that they are eventually bringing to their whole lineup, from the Equinox to the Traverse and to the upcoming Tahoe and Suburban. Now in the subcompact class, there's a lot of competition. One of the toughest has got to be the Corolla Cross from Toyota. So what I want to find out is, do you go with this new 2025 Chevrolet Trax, especially in the Marina Blue, or do you go with the reliability, the tried and true of the Toyota Corolla Cross? Let's go ahead, let's dive into our Trax and find out. Right off the bat, the color really pops in the Florida sun, and I feel like it fits the attitude of the Trax. A nice, fun, you know, being around kind of experience. Now at the front of the business, you see all that great same lighting, LED daytime running lamp with your turn signal. Of course, you got your LED projector beam headlight. The big zonk though is the turn signal down below is an old-fashioned light bulb. And then you have this fake, I don't even know what this is. Like, could it be a vent? I don't know what it could be. Would have been nice to actually make this a functional corner air curtain or put LED fog lamps down there. Now, as we come across that Chevrolet bow tie on the LT trim, you're gonna get this chrome brow, which kind of intersects with the bow tie, all going back Louis Chevrolet all those years. Fully functional upper part of the grille, flat black, body color, and then I like the way they brought the metallic silver and more functionality on the lower portion of the grille as well. But it just has a nice, modern, clean, sporty look to it. Now, as we rise up, the hood. They did a great job making it a little bit more bolder, not making it so round like the previous generation. Love the way you got these two really beefy imprints on both sides of the hood. And if you notice, that body line almost goes all the way to the windshield, and then it evaporates. Now, as you come around the bend, what are we working with? Wheel and tire setup. So when you go LT trim, these are the wheels you're gonna get. 17-inch wheel, machined aluminum, gunmetal, metallic gray, kind of has that twisting rotation going on to it. Tire size is gonna be 225 on the width, 60 series sidewall, and this is front wheel drive. Actually, all the Traxes are front wheel drive. There is no all-wheel drive available on the Trax. You gotta go to Trailblazer to get all-wheel drive. Flat black around the fender treatment. It's not bothering me too much, but it would be nice if it was all Marina Blue. I do have to admit. Now coming down the side, you're gonna get color matched on your mirror caps. Up top, we have these roof rails. You can get your crossbars. You do have color matched on your door handles. And then a bit of flat black on that lower door area. So I just wish it was body color, just because this color really pops nicely. Now working towards the rear, they did a great job with the roof line, with the quarter glass, and then swinging around back, just like we started up front. Love the way they're working the taillights. The only problem is that there's light bulbs in there. Thomas Edison right now is laughing in his grave because he can't believe that in a model year 2025 vehicle, they're still using his light bulb technology. This is another thing that just has to go. I don't know why they put that kind of antenna on these Traxes. It makes it look like an RC car. So, not my favorite. I do like the roof spoiler. I'm not even gonna look at this because of all the other things that I pointed out that are not really my favorite. Same thing with this. I know they're trying to tell you it's an LT trim, but why? Why there and just why? Why can't it just be called the Trax and then you figure it out when you get inside? But as we work our way down to ground level, I do like the way they did the lower bumper area in the metallic silver. The zonk is the fake vent. This fake vent looking thing, it doesn't match anything, and I don't know why it's there. Really confuses me. But other than that, I do like the marina blue color. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's powering our Trax. All right guys, we got the hood popped. You do have a prop rod. Toyota Corolla Cross also has a prop rod. Underneath the hood is gonna be that EVO-TEX engine, that turbocharged engine. It's a 1.2 liter inline 3 that produces 137 horsepower, 162 pound-feet of torque, and it's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in about 8.7 seconds. Top speed is 115 miles an hour. The good news is MPGs, you're gonna get 28 in the city, 32 on the highway, and the vehicle weighs 3,069 pounds. So I already know what you're doing. You're in the comment section because you hate inline 3 engines, especially turbocharged ones. And that really is the big difference, because on the Toyota Corolla Cross, you're gonna get a naturally aspirated inline 4. But you do get a 6-speed automatic transmission instead of a CVT on the Trax, which is kind of nice. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire it up and see this Trax roll. All right guys, we are inside this 2025 Chevrolet Trax. This being an LT trim. I don't know if I told you yet, new color, marina blue. I do know that I told you, I just felt like saying that. But anyways, you're probably saying, well Joe, how much is it? MSRP for this particular one is right around $25,600. Not too much money, but let's see what you get for the money. To the door panels, I do like the two-tone in here. You have the dark plastic. The zonk is, it's hard, black plastic. But then you have that off-white color with the blue stitching that just elevates the interior. The sad news is that armrest, you might as well get a pet turtle and use your pet turtle shell to rest your arm on, because it's hard as your pet turtle shell. I do like the way they have some of that carbon flash metallic with the texture. And then the door pocket it's decent. You could put 2 Egg McMuffins in there and a large coffee to wash it down. Now going from the door panel to the dash, I like the texture material. This is really tasty. I wish they would have done more of this on the door panel. And then the blue accents, it's like anodized blue aluminum. Look at the way they work the AC vent. Come on in, you got an 11.3-inch infotainment system screen, full touchscreen capability, real volume knob. Let me lower that in case the radio blasts while I'm talking. Throw it into reverse. Backup camera, the resolution is really nice with your trajectory. Throw it back into park, and that's where we started. You have standard climate controls, temperature, blower fan. You do have 3 stages of heated seats, which are nice for 25 grand. A 12 volt, a USB-C, a USB-A, and a place where you could put your nuts, honey roasted, walnuts, almonds, pistachios. This is going to control your 6-speed automatic transmission, 2 cup holders, and a bit of gloss black. Here's a nice area where you could put, I would say, probably 4 packages of Swiss cake rolls. I love Swiss cake rolls. I remember as a kid, I used to open up the whole package and just shove the whole thing in my mouth. Those were the days where you could eat whatever you want and not put a pound on. More of that rubber hard material, do not appreciate that. But you lift it up, you got enough room in there. You could actually put that first place trophy that you won for field day because you and your best friend did the 3-legged race. Keep that trophy in there. Hold on to the night. Hold on to those memories. Seats, EVO-TEX with some tasteful cloth. Nice stitching. Manual controls for the passenger. I have also manual controls for the driver, so don't get jelly. And then You do have a beige headliner, which not my favorite. The beige, I'll be honest with you, when I see it, I think rental car. That's just me. But why don't you come over to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel of this 2025 Trax. All right, guys, business time in this 2025 Trax. There's your manual seat controls, just like the passenger side. Not very complicated. I'm 6 feet tall. Plenty of room in here, especially because we don't have a sunroof. Steering wheel, I do like the leather. Horn button, not my favorite, but you know what? For 25 G's, what else can you ask for? It is a heated steering wheel, and it's a manual tilting and telescoping wheel, and you have that large 8-inch digital gauge cluster that looks so very good, which is great. And then you can scroll through a cornucopia of different information in the center, which is nice as well. But why don't we go ahead? We're in this Marina Blue. I don't know if I told you. It's called Marina Blue 2025 Trax. New color for 2025. Let's get in the back seat and see what your passengers are going to think about your Trax. All right, guys, back seat time. And it's crazy because this is a subcompact, and yet there's a lot of room in here. I'm not even close to the headliner. Knock, knock, who's there? Hard freaking plastic. And one thing I want to point out that I do not like is they don't give you the white trim in the center here. I mean, I know they're trying to keep prices in check, but I don't know, that's just a bad way to do it to me. You got your EVO-TEX on the back, no pockets, but you do have a large holder here that you could put easily 4 Twinkies, stack them up, 2, USB-C, USB-A. Seats are comfy, no center armrest. Wow. No real cup holders either. So if you have a Frosty, you're gonna have to keep it on your lap, and it might chill you. It might chill more than just give you a brain freeze. It might give you something else freeze. But anyways, let's get into the cargo area and see how much room there is in this Trax. All right, guys, cargo area time. You're gonna hit the button. Doesn't have electric assist, so you're just gonna have to lift it up a little bit with some muscle. You're gonna be greeted to 26 cubic feet of space. I like the way this one has the cargo all-weather mat. Even has the cargo mat on the backs of the seats because you could fold those down, give you 57 cubic feet of space. You got an area for a gallon of Yoo-hoo. And then this one has the optional highway safety kit that's actually locked in. So you could have your box of Twinkies here, and this isn't going anywhere. The good news is, though, you pick this up, you do have a spare tire underneath, which a lot of vehicles are getting rid of spares nowadays. But why don't we go ahead? If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's take this Trax for a little spin and see how it drives. All right, guys, we left Dimmitt Chevrolet. We're inside this 2025 Chevrolet Trax, this being the LT trim in new for 2025 Marina Blue. And right away, it's amazing the value that they pack into this vehicle. Nice, large, over 11-inch infotainment system screen, 8-inch digital gauge cluster. The fact that you got 3-way heated seats up front and a heated steering wheel for this price point is pretty stupendous. And even though you may not be the biggest fan of that turbocharged inline 3, it is mated to a 6-speed automatic, and you are getting some really good fuel economy. 28 in the city, very respectable. I'm okay with the fact that there's no drive modes in here. It's just one mode, on, and you go. And they did a great job. This car has active sound canceling to it in a $25,000 car. Really makes a nice experience in the cabin here as you're going down the road. And that 6-speed does the job. Super smooth upshifts and downshifts. I think the thing that surprises me the most is how these handle. They did a great job with the steering feel, the suspension, how they did the compression and the rebound damping, all 4 corners. Seats feel good. Even though I have manual controls, you're able to get it to a spot where it feels really good. And then let me show you a U-turn. This is a piece of cake. I mean, I could do this blindfolded. Look at that. Easy peasy. Good turning radius. The 3-cylinder actually makes a decent sound, and there's not too much vibration from it, which is surprising. Good visibility out the front, but I mean, this thing is night and day difference compared to the previous generation, that's for sure. Let's go on throttle from a dead stop. On throttle, here we go. So not too bad. It's got enough pep to get out of its own way. Are there faster subcompact crossover SUVs? Yeah, but there's also slower ones as well. But I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised at how well this Trax drives. And besides the beige headliner, I love all the other finishes in here when it comes to how they look. Now, how they feel is a different story. Like, the plastic on the armrest and the door panels just hurts. Just hurts. But everything else, I mean, the silver, the blue, the screens, feels really, really good in here. And there's plenty of room, which is great as well. But I'm hoping that this has been a good overall review of this 2025 Chevrolet Trax in Marina Blue. We're gonna get back to where it all started and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, this has been the day like that you never thought would ever end, but we're wrapping it up here from Dimmitt Chevrolet. We definitely got to thank Raheel and the rest of the team getting us access to this 2025 Chevrolet Trax LT in that new Marina Blue. Let me know what you think. Is it worth the price? Would you rather have this over a Corolla Cross? Let me know down in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rights family. You give it up, Stephen Flood. He's having fun. He's loving it and just living the dream. So show him some love in the comment section. Thank you, Stephen, for working so hard. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.